Hello and welcome to the tutorial for your preferred roommate and your roommate group. We're going to access through My Housing portal and to manage our housing contract, manage our 1920 housing contract. You can see here I have already submitted my housing contract, so my options are to update it, or I can directly access my roommate preference here. If I was looking to update my building preference, my living community preference, and my roommate preference at one time, I would maybe access here to update the contract and update all of those things. If I just want to touch the roommate preference only and update that information, I could access it directly here. I can update either of these options until May 1st. If I have preferenced the LGBTQIA floor and towers as my living community preference, if I select update contract and go into the roommate preference section of here, it will allow for only same-sex roommate preference. If I go through the roommate preference out here separately, just touching the roommate, it will allow for any sex roommate preference. So for today, for the tutorial, I'm going to access here. And you can see, I'm going to leave this group as the example. So you can see here, I am going to create a group. So when I do that, I become the leader of the group. So now I can invite someone to be my roommate. So in this example, I'm going to request my friend Housing 74. Oh, I'm going to use the calendar picker. It does help. And then I'm going to push search. Once I do that, you can see they found my preferred roommate here. And once they do that, I'm going to push select. And you can see now I'm invited, my roommate. Once I select finish here, it will send Housing 74 an email indicating that I haven't invited them to be their roommate. If I log back in at any time and I say, nope, I'm going to remove this individual, I have found another individual, or I have decided not to live with this individual, and I remove them, they will receive an email indicating that I have removed them as well. So everybody is always in communication via email if there are any updates or changes to this roommate group. So I've invited Housing 74 to be my roommate. Now I'm going to log back in and see what they see. And so now Housing 74 is they can only have one roommate group at a time, so I have to leave the roommate group that they had established. And Housing 74 now has the option to accept or decline the invitation from this Housing 73. You can see they are invited as a member. So if I accept, oh, now I'm officially a member. So if I'm a leader and a member in my roommate group, that is a mutual roommate group that the housing office will then try to pair the individuals together. If it says leader and invited, that is not a mutual roommate group, and we will not pair those individuals together. So once I click finish, in this example, Housing 73 will now get an email indicating that now I have accepted their invitation to be their roommate, and we are now in a roommate group. If at any time I want to leave the roommate group, I can do that by coming back and updating and clicking leave. But then Housing 73 will again receive an email indicating that I have done this. So everyone will again always be in the loop. So once I finish, that's it. I've updated my roommate preference and I am complete. So thank you for listening to the tutorial today. If you have any questions, please contact the housing office.